Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. What are Amazon's ambitions here? Remember Haven? This was the JV between Amazon, Berkshire, JP Morgan. That was unsuccessful, but now Amazon seems to be on a bit of a shopping spree. What do you think its major ambitions are here?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think Haven and some of the Amazon Care internal initiatives were really them getting their feet wet and learning more about the business. I think what you're seeing now is an effort to really get a position in the market, probably related to reinventing care delivery in an integrated approach where you're taking convenient locations, digital and virtual care, and probably home care, bundling those together with online pharmacy. That could allow them to go further in the market, but as a standalone disruption, I think that'd be really substantial as well.
It's a long way from here to that standalone disruption, though, Lance. This is a really tough space. I also noticed that your note didn't really make mention of Alphabet, which has a whole life sciences unit. Where are they here? Do you think that there's opportunity for them to get interested in some M&A?
Yeah, in my most recent note, I tried to lay out a few different approaches that companies could take to disrupting in this space. So a traditional approach that maybe United Healthcare is taking, where they're buying practices, they're converting to value-based care, they're adding some of these features. CVS that might be taking like an alternative value-based care approach, so still really focused on taking risk in the space, but leveraging their retail locations, getting into digital and home care. Amazon, as I mentioned, more consumer-centric approach. I think some of the big tech players could focus on what I'd call digital enablement. That might be focusing on connectivity in the space, artificial intelligence, maybe ultimately automation of care delivery, and then weaving that together with data sources like remote monitoring. I would see that as very supplemental and foundational to some of the other initiatives in the field, as opposed to being directly in conflict with what like CVS or Amazon might be doing.
But Lance, isn't this really expensive? It seems like if Amazon wanted to take the telemedicine only route, they wouldn't have shut down the unit that they just did. They're buying into One Medical. If their approach is that you need to have both brick and mortar and, physical doctor presence along with telemedicine, that's a big infrastructure investment that investors are going to have to brace for, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this is a big investment that you'd be making. I think some of them can be very platform oriented. And so, the thought that they could ultimately go after, obviously they're in talks or reported to be looking at home-based assets like Signify Health now. I think they would likely look at acquiring further digital assets, maybe more care automation or assets that would allow for not just telemedicine, but automated care to supplement what they're doing with the clinics. The rollout of the clinics is a big thing, and that's something that's hit on Oak Street Health and other names as far as the pressure as you build clinic after clinic, because you really have all the staff and you don't have any patients day one. So it definitely is an earnings drag.